What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Wax Museum, and I am back with part 2 of my random player box. And I explained all about this box in part 1, so I won't go through that again. If you missed part 1, you really don't have to watch these videos in a specific order. I just have the cards alphabetized by last name. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump in now. We made it to the letter K, and let's see what we got. Not surprising if you saw that first video, another Topps Big Game letter. This one is Chris Kaman, another good NBA player. Probably will not be remembered a lot over time, but good, solid NBA player. Even I think he made an All-Star team at one point. Speaking of All-Star team, I couldn't have planned that out any better. This Shawn Kemp relic, do you recognize it? Do you recognize it? It is from an All-Star game. Now, they have him pictured as an All-Star here. Wrong year, though. This is from one of those Phoenix or San Antonio years. I've talked about it before. I don't remember off the top of my head, but whichever year it was a white jersey. It's an All-Star jersey they got for Shawn Kemp, and why not show that on the card? That's something Panini could have done that would have brought a lot of value to this. It still is a valuable card because people figured it out. But why leave all of this to guesswork? Why not show people what you're giving them? I don't know. Weird to me. Nice Andrei Kirilenko autograph here. Look at that inscription, AK-47. Probably not PC today, but look at that. I mean, for an autograph, there's a lot going on there. And then this is not an inscription set. This is just a run-of-the-mill autograph set. Good-looking card. Another Kirilenko. This one I pulled. You might have seen it on the channel. I pulled this from a President's Choice box. This is from a Nets warm-up. Pictures him as a Jazz player. There's a lot going on there. Thick card, too. And that patch is kind of coming out of the card just because it's like fleece. Speaking of Kirilenko, I've got one more here. This is a jersey set I like. I don't do a lot of just plain jersey sets, but I like swatches of stardom. There's some Pacers. I need to add J.O. I need to add Reggie. I've got Bill Russell. You'll see I've got a few other players. But if I see him cheap, I grab him. All right, this one is a booklet of Kyle Korver. It's a game-dated booklet, so it's a patch from November 8th, 2014. It is the letter E. And this set was so nice. I mean, look at that. There's an acetate surface. It's game-dated. It gives you the stats. We don't get stuff like that anymore. We didn't know what we had then. We really didn't. Man, I had a Klay Thompson from that set too, and I got rid of it. Really regret that one. All right, Bill Laimbeer. Don't like the guy, but I do have quite a few cards of guys that I don't like. Kind of narrates the history of the game still. All right, ooh, Kawhi stuff. All right, so you've seen some of this recently in one of my Kawhi videos. Here's a game-dated Court Kings patch. Here's a rookie auto I traded for at the National. Got a little bit of damage up there, but that's okay. It's just this is a cheap card here, but there are some parallels that this is the first quarter, and then as you go in the second quarter, third quarter, and so on, they get numbered, and the numbering changes, and it's increasingly more difficult. And then like this blue will be swapped out for red and green. There's different shades. This is a cheap card, but nice looking Hoops base. Actually, this is a Hoops red back, if I remember right. Picture of Kawhi in the finals. Yeah, that's a red back. But 2013, there were a lot. For whatever reason, there were a lot more red backs in 2013. So if you see someone try to make a big deal out of that, well, for a lot of years it was, maybe one per hobby box. 2013, for whatever reason, was just loaded with red back cards. Got a 2014 silver. Another game dated. This is just a jersey, though. This isn't a patch. And there is a difference between the two, and I've talked about it in a video before. And why it matters, too. People say, well, it's just semantics. No, it matters. Kawhi Leonard 2016 Optic Silver. Here's another one of the Crusades that I talked about in my last video. Here is a select relic, and no, this one is not finals worn. If you've been following that, you remember there's two codes that I'm looking for. This is the 261606, but I still, the others are with my finals cards now, but I still keep this in here. It's still a Raptors championship season relic. You know, he still wore it. He was only there a year, so he wore it the year they won the championship. So here's a Reggie Lewis jersey. These are acetate as well, I believe. Nice looking cards. Here's a Lillard autograph. This is a sticker. It's kind of hard to tell it's a sticker, though. And he kept it all on the sticker. I got a good deal on that at a show. I don't even know what they're worth now. I think I got it for 25 bucks. All right, this Kevin Love I bought because I suspected it might be finals worn. And this was a long time ago. It's number 2 out of 4. And I was going to try and match the stitching up. I didn't have any success with that. I actually was going to then recently use the flashlight trick, but this one didn't have any player backing on it. It didn't have any name or anything. So I don't know if I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I don't have any doubts about the patch. The patch is fine. The patch is legit. It matches the rest of the print run that I've seen, but for whatever reason, it just didn't get that adhesive, that same adhesive backing attached to it that a lot of cards did. All right, here's a Rick Mahorn patch. A lot of those Pistons patches are just that like screen printed material. Here's a Black Gold Danny Manning. This one's number 2 out of 5, so they were all kind of different numbering. I want to say Black Gold did a lot of stuff numbered to like 7. There's some weird numbering. This is a Sean Marion game-used basketball, but it's a basketball that was used in the 2001 NBA playoffs. That's another one of those cards just flies under the radar. You know, people don't appreciate that kind of stuff. Here's a Finals MVP. Not a Finals card, though. I really, really want to upgrade this to a Celtics patch. Preferably an on-card auto if it's going to have an auto. I lost out on, it was a nice, I think, Colossal one. I tried to win. I bid pretty high on it, and I lost out. So this was my $10 placeholder. Really would, though, like to find a Celtics one, because I don't think of Cedric Maxwell as a Clipper. All right, here's a Brad Miller. That's from the 01-02 season. You can tell that because it's got that memorial ribbon for 9/11. It's numbered 3 out of 4. Some more Brad Miller. This is all-star stuff. I think it mentions that on the back. Yeah, it mentions it on the back here that it's from an all-star jersey. Here's another Court Kings letter of Tony Mitchell. Here is I want to say this is a game-worn. Yeah, this is a game-worn letter, even though it was called Rookie Threads. This is a game-worn letter of Adam Morrison. I really like this card. This one, people joke about it, and I joke about it when I show it to people. But I really like it. Now, might not be my favorite Adam Morrison card, though. That might be this one here. And I think I've done a video about this, too. This has a piece of the suit that he wore on draft night, and he signed it. I just wish they would. Why did we not have a draft picture here? It makes so much sense. If you got him wearing the suit and you knew that's what it was. In fact, they even tell you what it is and where they got it from, and so why not picture him in the suit? It makes so much sense. But anyway, I'm sure there's some reason. Here's another Swatches of Stardom. Jameer Nelson. Nice Charles Oakley patch. Small patch. And I bought a Flawless, and I was going to move this. But it's just a nice patch. I just like it. The Charles Oakley. I think this is a one-of-a-kind, number to 150. And also, I have a printing plate of this, too. Not in this. Apparently, plates aren't in this box. Here's a Greg Oden relic. Numbered to 23. His autograph looks like God. Here's another big game card. This is one of the funnier ones because they cut each of these windows specifically for, to fit the relic. And this is a little tiny T from Charlotte. This one was also in one of the mailbags of an old Beckett magazine. And I think I posted that on social media before. It was fun to match those up. All right, this is from one of the, I forget what they call them, Latin Knights, I think is what it's called. It's one of those patches. Here's a cosigner's autograph Antoine Walker and Gary Payton. I found a lot of Antoine Walker stuff in lots. I don't know. That guy is just one of the guys that I just find a lot of. Here's a Ricky Pierce. Former Pacer Ricky Pierce has no Pacers relics, but does have Pacers autographs. He's got several Sonics relics, though, including shoe relics. Here's a Soul of the Game card. I still need to do a video about those. I know which ones that Panini bought, and there's a cool story behind them. Here's some Tayshaun Prince stuff. We got a Blue Finest Refractor numbered to 50. Got a rookie autograph numbered to 999. 2003 Topps Rookie Matrix autograph mini. Here's a limited logos now. A patch, unfortunately, is just a one-color piece of the number, but still a nice-looking card. Bold-looking autograph. Numbered to 50. Here's another Tayshaun patch. You know, for someone that I didn't like, I sure have a lot of Tayshaun cards, but that's kind of the way it is with Pistons. A Tree Rollins letter from Leaf. Here, this is a great letter right here. A Brian Scalabrine letter. I can guarantee you most of you watching this, unless you've seen it from me showing it, you've never seen one of these cards. A Brian Scalabrine. Listed as a Celtic. Obviously, it's from his time on the Nets, and they say so on the back here as well. Man, I love my letter cards, though. And then we've got a Colin Sexton. This is a game-worn, nice jumbo game-worn patch from one of the national products. Okay. Into the home stretch here. Another letter. Another not big-name player. Although one that's been in the news lately because he basically said Kobe was hard to be a teammate with, or be a teammate of. And you know what? I kind of believe that. But it's Smush Parker. Got a Lance Stevenson Timberwolves relic, and I'm pretty sure he only played 6 games for them. So this black jersey he only wore in a few of those games. So it's, you know, I think I can reasonably track down, if not the exact game, one of the couple games that he might have wore this in. But hey, he's with their G League team now. So let's get Lance back into the league, man. I love Lance Stevenson, one of my favorite players. All right, another Swatches of Stardom. This is one I found at a show. I got it for $6, and it's jersey numbered, 16 to 50. So this was, I don't know, probably pre-pandemic. I sent it in to ComC. I figured I'd make a little bit of money off of it. It didn't sell. So I sent it back to myself and kept it, and I'm glad I did. It's one of those, you know, sometimes when stuff doesn't sell, it was meant to be, I think. All right, here's a Jason Terry. I got this on ComC, I believe, for $4. This is from, I want to say, a warm-up from the Big Three, and I tweeted at Parkside, and they confirmed for me at one point, so I might have to dig that tweet up. I believe it's from a warm-up. Here's a Draft Night auto of Kyrie Thomas. I just like that set from 2018 Status. Here's another letter. This is a much rarer letter set. This is not as nearly as big as the Topps Big Game set. This is Flair Final Edition called Letterman. No Pacers in this set, but Tim Thomas is in there, and he's got this letter. Numbered 6 of 6. Got a Klay Thompson Spectacular Swatches card. Nice looking card, and it's the gold. Kind of hard to tell, but it is the gold. Some of the greens from that set got pretty ugly. Here's his dad, Michael Thompson. That's from a warm-up. Shown that in one of my videos before. And the last card, actually no, the last card in this stack, I've got more here, is from, this is from a Slam Dunk Contest warm-up that Obi Toppin wore. He won. It's from the, I think, the 2022 Slam Dunk Contest. All right, here is a Antoine Walker patch. I like this one a lot. It's from a warm-up, but it's got that NBA 50th patch there. I don't have many. Actually, that might be my only one. No, I have a Dominique Wilkins as well, but one of 2 that I've got. This is a 911 insert which it has a lot of the typical damage that you would find on these. This is one I found in a lot. These aren't super pricey anymore, I don't think, unless you're going for like you want a Jordan with the pristine sleeve. But these have, it's funny, PSA, I've seen a lot of them where they graded them and they took the card out of the sleeve. They didn't include that as part of it, and that just, it's like the exclamation points. It just kind of defeats the purpose of the card. So I would never slab that one. Here's another Antoine that I got in a lot. It's just like an in-person autograph. And Rasheed Wallace. Ball don't lie. That's a good looking patch. There's another gold standard black gold from his time with the Knicks. Here's another absolute patch. This one of a Russell Westbrook. I want to say I got a pretty good deal on that too. I think I got it. I want to say it was like under 15 shipped. Sometimes you just you get lucky, or you wait things out, or the timing's right, or you just look at a lot of stuff too. That helps. You'll get good deals if you just look at a ton of stuff. Here's a Darren Williams card with a game dated patch from a game against the Pacers. I did not go to that one. Coincidentally, I did go to this game. This is where Darren Williams scored 57 against the Bobcats. I lived in Charlotte at the time. A friend asked me to go. And we kind of casually noticed, like, at halftime, I think he had 35. He's like, did you realize Darren Williams already has 35 points? And keep in mind, this is an era where it's not like today. You know, today that feels like we're seeing that a lot more often. 57 was a pretty big deal when this happened. But it was a Nets Bobcats game, so it's like, you know, did anyone really know of that happening? Woj, red PMG, because why not? Numbered 65 out of 150. Woj auto, because if you're going to have that PMG, you got to have the auto. And Shams is in the new Allen and Ginter, so I need to get his autograph because, you know, I got to have the rivals. There's a Nate Walters cheap Court Kings letter, numbered 3 of 7. This is a Cody Zeller draft combine relic. It's a tag. It's actually the Adidas tag. They put it in there backwards. But I got it on ComC for $4. I think because people didn't recognize what it was. But if you look at it from a different angle, you can tell that's what it is. You know, player ID, that's what that says. But man, I wish they still did the draft combine relics. I think that's just a really, really cool card. And these were in, you know, this was in a Father's Day product. These are like promo packs that they gave out if you bought so many boxes at the shop on Father's Day. And last but not least, we've got this random Warriors quad. And then, of course, Upper Deck's going to tell us where everything came from, like the Maggette was from when he was with the Clippers. All right, so there you have it, the random player box. If you like that kind of stuff, I might have some more boxes that I can show. I mean, it'd probably be a lot more Pacers stuff, but we could probably keep doing that if that's something you enjoy. If you do enjoy that, though, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Remember, there are new episodes of the audio podcast that come out every Thursday. And as always, thanks for watching.